What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I am joined with the ever-present ChronoJJ, spawning in the top of the map in the red color, playing as Kronos. His name is Kimo. His opponent today in the blue color, playing as Poseidon. His name is Shelty. What's good, Chrono?
Hey, nothing much is good because Kimo won game one. We thought that it would be a 3-0, and Kimo looked really good 3-0. So is it going to be a 3-0? That would be so disappointing. I hope it isn't. Nothing against Kimo, but man, I would love to get like a 5-game set here.
Oh yeah, baby. More Age of Mythology games, the better in my books. We do see Shelty down the bottom of the map, not going for the standard Greek build order here. We'll slow down his economy by 1 fishing ship. However, Poseidon, he's actually not gotten any pigs back either. This is going to be a really poor start for Shelty. He's going to actually have to build a granary over on this chicken now. That's not what you want to be seeing. And Kimo going with the Kronos this game. Is this possible? Is this the first time we've seen him go Atlantean this tournament? Like, he does have he has a really good, strong random god, but he's been playing a lot of Egyptian this tournament. So, don't know if this is a flex or not by Kimo. I guess we'll.
It's not a flex.
We'll see.
He has routinely complained to me that Ra is useless on Mediterranean. So I am not surprised that he is not Ra here.
Well, we see the deconstruct coming down here by Kimo onto Shelty's dock. He's just going to very, very safely put them back.
Oh,
he doesn't get the dump.
The
and this fishing ship will be idle for a little bit here. That's a big mistake by Shelty. You need to get those drop off on the deconstructants happen. If you didn't know how it works, you can drop off until the dock is gone. Now we see fishing ship sitting here with 25 food, nowhere to go. Dock's going to get up, and Shelty's struggling just a little bit. Check out the resources here. He's going to be sitting with 150 wood in the bank, which that's 3 fishing ships. So this deconstruct did a lot of damage.
He's Poseidon too. Normally you see players doing either Zeus or Hades here. The Poseidon isn't common.
No, I mean, you can go Pestilence with Poseidon and it plays similar to the Athena, but I think the consensus is that just Restoration on the water is so strong because you get so much value out of it. Each of the ships HP is worth so many resources, and if you micro well, which you should be able to do with Greek against the weak Atlantean ships, you get so much value out of that restoration on the water. But with Poseidon, what do you got? Ares and Hermes. Ceasefire obviously a good option to deal with the crush from Kimo, but if you have to use ceasefire to defend against the crush, you're probably losing.
Yeah, I don't think the ceasefire is completely terrible, because as long as you can reach that critical mass of Greek boats, you can win. But yeah, Pestilence kind of serves the same purpose in a way. Yeah. I would almost prefer to see ceasefire here because then it protects you on land as well, and he's not.
We're seeing go Ares. We're seeing him go fast through Ares. This is a fast advance time, so he's actually further into the classical age than Kimo is at this point, which does matter now. We see a second dot coming up. I'm not sure if that's in range of a Pestilence.
They are.
They are in range.
They are.
Okay, so you can hit both of these docks. He's going to have a little bit of advantage. Kimo can throw up a third dock as well because he's gone 430, which it looks like what he's doing is moving over here with the citizen. Yeah, there it is.
That is close to also being in. It would be right on the edge.
Yeah. Has the I'm remembering from my vanilla days, my original Age of Mythology days, but has the pestilence radius been fixed? Because it's a little bit bigger on the original than it shows.
I think. Ooh, that's a good question. I know what you're talking about. I think it was fixed.
Okay. So
I think that third dock is just out of range, but it's close.
I think the hippocampus also hasn't seen it. If we check out Shelty's fog of war, he hasn't seen that there's a dock there. He's just going to assume these are here, and he just nice and safely puts both of them in there.
He needs to use it.
Yeah, he does. I mean, there's the pestilence, and one dock stays there. So he's got 3 docks pumping ships out here, and he will be able to basically keep up with Poseidon's ships here. Basically, with just 1 dock pumping. He needs to cancel this and get this dock going.
Kimo,
it's not.
Kimo also didn't do any land pressure. I think he missed out. I think you should do it. He's just defensive in his base.
Yeah, I think it's because he's scared of the Theseus, Cyclops, and Hippolyta land attack, because it's really strong. It's really hard to defend against it. With the 3 oracles, you have a little bit of a chance. You can make a Promethean out of your thing as well.
Yeah.
But
I think if you go forward, you force all those units to be defensive for Poseidon anyway.
Yeah, for sure. But
go ahead.
There's the pestilence is finished, and one boat has randomly popped out of the dock there.
It's like the sacrifice. Like, let's make him think like we're incompetent.
Yeah. And the Cyclops coming in. The Cyclops can't use his special attack against these citizen, but
that's a ton of idle time.
That's a lot of idle time here. But the Cyclops is being caught. Well, not quite.
Nope. He's sneaky.
Or he could use the Chronos time shift here as well to sneak this one. And here's the Hippolyta as well. So this is huge right now for Shelty.
This is going good for Shelty.
He's not microing the Theseus though. And Cyclops is getting a lot of damage taken by that Oracle hero, and he still has this Citizen hero as well to finish it off. There's no way to deal with Hippolyta.
Yeah, but on water, Kimo has not been fishing at all.
Yeah, he's got 7 fishing ship idle right now, and there's 11 trireme here compared to, what's that? Do the math for me. 10, 13 bareme. So it's about even.
But Kimo should be out fighting this with his boats. I don't know why he's not. Because, I mean, all of his fish have been idle.
Yeah, it's very confusing. There's the watchtowers for Kimo. So obviously needed to get that one out to defend against the Hippolyta. But
this is...
I'm pretty sure there's a spot here. There's a spot here you can just alt-S your Hippolyta and sit here and hit the gold mine outside range of these towers.
It would be close. It just seems like Kimo is just kind of doesn't have like much of a plan here. Like the whole point of going Chronos is to be aggressive.
No, but the point here is he's 76 population. He's very close in the population count. Here are all the baremes, 17 baremes against 17 triremes. So Poseidon does win here, but the micro will matter. The micro will matter this quite a lot.
Yeah, if it's same pop count, the Greek boats win pretty heavily.
Yeah. Sitting underneath the docks does change things slightly because the docks give an extra 8 damage per second or 16 damage per second. There's another deconstruction onto this dock.
Shelty should have had another dock ready because you know that's coming.
But even if it's 8 minutes into the game, 1 minute's rain, you need to have that third dock up around about 7 minutes. That's when you chuck it up. It's about that's the standard timing here.
But I don't think Kimo has enough of the navy to push through though. So I think Shelty will defend this.
Yes, there's no saying there's no real micro, but Shelty's got trireme that aren't fighting here, and Kimo is fighting this really nicely. Just every boat is attacking. Nice micro by Shelty. Kimo very fast though. To check the pop count now, it's 80 to 71. So Kimo is slightly in front here on that pop count.
No, Shelty should win the water. He just needs to fight a little bit further back, though.
Yeah, well, he's back, still even boat count, ish, 13 to
Yeah.
14. So it's still anyone's water. I mean, obviously Poseidon's got the advantage here, but winning the water doesn't matter that much up past about the 10-minute mark, where you can grab town centers and just boom, full civ count. So Kimo's just got to hold out till then and grab town centers.
Shelty, no! You shouldn't be fighting here.
What's this? Oh, he's got idle ships in the back as well with that push.
And he's fighting under the docks.
It's funny because every single time one player moves out and gets aggressive, they lose stuff. It's almost better to not attack as a general rule on Mediterranean, from what I've seen.
No, you're right. It kind of is. It's you get the faster reinforcements and you're fighting under docks. And
oh man, look at this concave by Kimo. He's got half of his ships on one boat, half of them on the other. So he's doing maximum amount of DPS. No overkilling, which is something that's not talked about very much. If you target like 20 trireme onto one bareme, they're gonna overkill that, and you're gonna lose out on a lot of DPS. So splitting them up into smaller groups gets the maximum amount of DPS you can get.
Yeah, Shelty, he's kind of getting badly outplayed on the water at this point, which is too bad because he had a good opening, but he's just taking so many losses on the water.
Yeah, and I'm a little bit disappointed he didn't at least try to go for this Hippolyta abuse here. 20 range on this, 18 range for the Hippolyta. There's a spot right here that's out of range of both these watchtowers in this thing. We've got some militia up here hitting the citizen.
That's why he went Poseidon. Militia.
Well, that's on Kimo. Kimo killed off a house or something with his Prometheans.
The militia raid legit have 2 citizens were idle up there.
Very smart.
That's so good. And one's almost dead because of the lions. This is so good.
And we do see some units out for Shelty now. He's got a stable, he's got an archery range, he's spammed, so he's not actually going for the town centers here, which is a very it's a change from what we've been seeing from the meta here.
Yeah. He needs to be careful. He doesn't lose all these boats though.
And he picks off the watchtower time shift there instantly. That's huge.
That is.
It's like 300 resources to make that that time shift, and Shelty's giving up the water now. He's going all in. When you do these all-in land pushes after the water, after you lose the water, you gotta send villagers forward onto both sides, put forward military buildings on both those sides, and then prevent your opponent from getting gold is the only possible way you come out ahead in these situations.
I like a little bit of pressure on land, but losing the water like this, I think the only way he can win is if he... Oh, those bills are getting bold. The only way is if he completely gold blocks both sides.
Or gets like 5 citizen kills is another thing that'll even out the fish economy. And Shelty just completely lets these citizens get away for free. And Kimo is giving them a nice house over here next to the next. Look at this beachfront property. This is prime real estate.
That was... Shelty saw them. What is he doing?
This is a villager rush onto this tower to gold stuff. He is going completely all in. The villagers have a bonus of 150% damage against towers. So the tower goes down incredibly fast. There's no military units. This is incredibly smart from Shelty. He might be going for this town center though, and that would be not smart.
Oh no!
He hates to see it, but it's good. It's good.
We'll call it good. I mean, where's the army behind this? There's more Vermillo than there are Poseidon troops.
These villagers have 8 attack damage versus 9.6 from the Mermillo. Tower gets ripped down, and the villagers need to attack these Mermillo hero. Pick off these citizen. There's 6 or 7 citizen here. If he can maybe throw up a wall on the back, keep these citizen in here, pick them off. He's in a good spot. His units are idle up the top though, not doing anything. He's got the Toxotes getting picked off by watchtowers. Yeah, he needs to be going for this here.
Because even with the army here, Kimo can just kind of tank damage, but now he's getting pushed off.
He's getting pushed off. He's got 300 gold in the bank, though. He's sitting at nearly full population.
I mean, a lot of it is the boats, though, that are all dying.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised that Shelty is able to keep military coming with all these vills going forward the way he has.
Well, it's only 2 military buildings, so all he needs is... Oh, he's got 3 military buildings, but all he needs is, like 7 villages on gold to get the...
Get him! Kill him!
How do you let those escape, though?
No!
How?
You got villagers to build around it. They should not have escaped.
Ah! Gets 1 kill. That's the consolation prize. Participation award. You played the game and well done.
Oh no!
And now he's got units out.
The Toxotes can't come over there. They're too slow.
So now Shelty moves these 12 villages forward and does the same thing on this gold mine.
Do it! Do it!
Because he's getting resources over here now, so he should come. But now this Catapulti's out, which they're the strongest counter cavalry unit in the game, I think. Maybe stronger than Prodromus. But they're out now, and these Hippocon going to get shredded by them. But he is getting a lot of villager kills.
But he's losing his entire army.
Mm.
Well, but he's killed 1, 2, 3, 4 citizens.
And there's Toxotes still to come. He's still got Toxotes to come. He could follow.
Kimo could hold it.
He doesn't need to fight this now. He's got the damage done. Like I said, there's 5 villager kills he needs to pick off to make losing the water fine. Now he can just grab town centers. But he's still fighting.
He's throwing away his army.
He's just throwing everything here.
Oh, he's throwing his entire army away.
And he didn't bring the villagers. He did it once, do it twice. Oh, and I don't know how Kimo's... How did he sneak those? Does he have a transport ship?
I think they just walked along the shore. And they took a long walk along the beach together.
Just having a great time. And now Shelty's sitting at 91 pop, and Kimo is more than happy to just continue here, grab town centers, and sit in this economic advantage. And now Shelty's grabbing this town center as if nothing's gone wrong. He still needs more military to just do anything.
Well, he can't scold starve anymore.
No.
So he should actually grab Kimo's side town center there.
Yeah, none of the town centers are in water range either, and actually Shelty's still fishing. That's surprising.
Well, with 3.
Yes.
I mean, big deal. There's only 3 ships, though.
Now, the big issue for Shelty is going to be he needs to hit a farm transition here. He's got a bunch of berries, he's got a couple of boar, but it's really not that much food. Whereas Kimo's already going through Hyperion now, and you can see Shelty's next to no resources to get to that next stage.
No.
Oh, now his village has got a forward getting.
That's why you should have grabbed that town center, because now these all die.
Sometimes having a big brain is not enough. Well played by Kimo to recognize that this was still a thing. And now Shelty's hitting the raid over here. There are a lot of units already here to defend, and Shelty's army just does not win this. Infantry beat Hippocon. They're soft counter. Catapulti's strong counter. But without upgrades, it's not going to work. And now we see Kimo moving forward and probably going to take this town center for himself here. Shelty went through areas. He doesn't still have a ceasefire. I was going to say something dumb, and I stopped myself.
That's all right. Just continue. Looks like Kimo's going to try to come forward and plant some forward.
It's going to be a palace up here. Yeah, he's going to throw up a palace here. There it is.
Yeah.
This is standard Atlantean play. Get up a forward. Like it's just like stolen directly from Age of Empires 2. It's just like castle dropping, and you take the forward location, make destroyers, Arcus, and life's good for you. You see Shelty still chilling up here. How's he going? Getting husbandry and plow, so he has to farm still. So he's not going to be able to get to the heroic age. So the only option for him here is to sit defensive and get Mythic Age, try not to lose the town center, and try and make a comeback through Hephaestus.
It's a good fight, even through the chaos up here. This isn't. Well, there's too many reinforcements.
Well, yeah, no micro on the Terma though. Use the Terma to pick off those Toxotes by now. But the units do win for Shelty.
Yeah, they do. I thought that Kimo would maybe hold that. It's not.
But
That's good, but
this doesn't even matter though. I mean, yes, it's 5 villages that are idle, but he's got gold here, he's got gold here, and he's got gold here that Shelty's not going to be able to push off. And Kimo's now pretty much going to be transitioning onto this side of the map anyways, because this town center is kind of all that matters right now.
Yeah, I think that I really do think that Shelty should have grabbed, instead of his back, grabbed Kimo's front there. I think that would have maybe changed things just a little bit.
Well, it would have at least forced Kimo to palace here to secure a gold line instead of moving forward here. Still probably would have been able to push off this gold line with that initial push. And the villager would have been still alive.
Yeah, is Shelty close to aging up yet or no?
He's got 1,200 gold in the bank.
Kimo has no economy now. He actually lost water. Oh. He's off of water.
Man, the blue sucks. Can't see anything on the water.
Yeah, so Kimo, you look at the pop difference now. It's 83 to 130.
Yeah, this is huge for Shelty, but what can he do with it? He needs to push off gold somehow. No, he's just carrying a third town center. He's struggling to build units. He's got all the farms though. His upgrades are pretty good. Irrigation, shaft mine, and bow saw.
Shelty needs to move his army on the top down.
Whereas Shelty's got no economy. Yeah, these units sitting up here are not doing anything right now. Picking off these buildings is useless.
Because if Shelty loses and doesn't get control of his town center down there, he won't be able to win.
But he needs to. He's going through Aphrodite now, so he's actually managed to get there. But I don't know how much I like this because now he's going to be stuck in the heroic age, and it's while he gets a curse to like make life a little bit easier for himself. He gets out that Atlanta to deal with the satyr. He's just not going to be able to get to the mythic age and get to that late game Greek power spike where Greek starts beating Atlantean.
So what Shelty needs to do, he needs to forward build like 2 stables up by that town center and then come down and defend and get his side town center.
There's the curse. He gets six kills. Some of these units have a lot of HP, like the destroyer, so it tanks up a lot of that curse.
Yeah. This is actually still kind of close because of Kimo losing the water, but Shelty needs to figure out how he can get that town center.
Yeah, and now it's basically Kimo's got map control from this side of the map all the way around here up to here. So, like, Shelty can grab this side of the map here, but it doesn't give him a lot. It gives him a couple of gold mines. But he's not going to be able to grab this side of the map here at all. Maybe the only option would be to make a push on this town center with like a forward fortress, walls, Petropolis to kill this off, and then try and split the map down the middle.
I don't think Shelty's got the army to... He can almost use some Hippaspis.
Oh yeah, Hippaspis right now would be very, very good. But he doesn't have the resources for the tech switch. They'd be like unupgraded and everything just completely chews through it. The Atlanta is out now, so these Satyr may just get...
That town center can't go up.
We see a market up for Kimo now. He's probably going to be going to the Mythic Age soon. Yeah, he's got so many resources. There's the Atlanta. Look at that. Just completely destroys those Satyr. So getting this heroic age is helping Shelty out quite a bit on the defense.
It is. He needs to... He's got those cav coming down. If they get... There's only one forward villager.
And he's going for 48 HP as well. It's not in line of sight for Shelty, so he doesn't know that it's going up.
No, he doesn't. That might... Yeah, he's not going to check it.
I mean, it should be sort of obvious that that's what Kimo's doing, considering what he sees. Like, he sees there's a temple here, there's all these 4 buildings here. There's the town center, comes into line of sight for
because of the militia.
Yeah. And these Hippocons still going for raids. He does hit a nice raid onto this gold mine. These Hippocons are all low HP though. Kimo can just turn around and jab them with their shanks. Shank him.
Shank him, boys.
Oh, but Shelty's going through Artemis here.
That could clear that entire little sector up.
Yeah, well, either this part or this part. One or the other. I still think it might even be better for Shelty to just go for this with Artemis instead. Which looks like he's sort of doing. He's moving forward with the fortress. There's the fortress. So if he can hold this, spam out the Chimera, there's still a Chaos, right? So the Chimera is not that important. So the first one gets picked off for free.
Yeah, that's what he's gonna do though. Because he's gonna try to spam him out. He needs to get what Shelty needs to do here. He needs to flip the map, and he does that by fortifying up his buildings, getting building techs, defending with as little army as he can down here, and come through the top.
Oh, and the village is coming in just in time. Is this in range? Nope, not in range. So that fortress will come up for a little bit of a scare for those poor civilian units.
Oh, he got fortified town center. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Because there's not a ton of siege from Kimo, but he is aging up.
Oh, and it's Helios as well. Obviously, Helios is Kronos, doesn't have access to Hecate, but Helios, with all of these destroyers, means this town center probably not going to be able to be defended by like a couple of Hecagigantes and those destroyers just vortexing in there. It's going to be really tough.
He's going to earthquake the bottom.
Yeah, he's sending in a Hippocon over here already, looks like. So many units here for Kimo. He doesn't have fortified town centers yet, but there's the Hippocon going in. Earthquake.
And we'll kill the Ville.
We'll kill the Ville, we'll kill the market, stopping the trade route, and he'll kill a town center and a manor and a temple. So that's a big win there for Shelty, and now he can start pushing through here with some Heliopoli as well, and there they come. So this is smart. He doesn't necessarily have to get this town center back. He just needs to stop Kimo from getting it up. And there's the Chaos, obviously, onto the Chimera. I'm not even sure if Theseus wins this fight here. It's actually quite close. He does win.
He will.
He does
It'll
win.
be a long fight. He'll win. So what is Shelty? What he needs to do? He needs to get that top town center down, and grab it before Kimo can grab the bottom one.
But Kimo's just going to vortex here now. He's got the units out. Look at this. He's going in. But this does allow Shelty to go for this, but he has to choose what he wants to
go back.
do. Because if he loses, he's just going to lose this town center, and then a lot of these villages are going to fall. We just see Shelty.
He's sending his entire army back.
Oh, just leave a couple of units here. A couple of Toxotes. Maybe just anything. And we've got, what do we got here? We've got 5 destroyers and a Hecagigantes. Masons coming through, and this town center will not get researched in time. Villagers trying to repair this, but they're all going to get sniped by the Satyr plus those Arcus as well. And this town center goes down.
Needed Masons first, or not Masons? Yeah, needed Masons first.
It's not over though. This army can easily get picked off. There's nothing really supporting it.
He'll vortex out, I think.
Well, you could just vortex onto this town center or somewhere else, I guess. I mean, he's just going to retreat away. He doesn't even need to vortex. He can move out this way. See the destroyer leaving. He can vortex onto this fortress here and pick that off.
That's what he's gonna do. I think he's gonna. It's only like a minute recharge on the vortex. He's definitely gonna vortex.
Yeah, he's already got it up at this point. Oh, and this Satyr splash there, and he moves in onto this spot, going after these villages as well, going after the fortress. So far out of position. We'll see if Shelty recognizes this and retreats his villagers here. Nice and early. Got some hero destroyers as well.
Why? I don't know, but they are.
Well, he doesn't have heavy upgrades, so the destroyers, hero units don't get affected by those upgrades, so they immediately become super strong. Like they get the plus 15% from advancing or whatever the advance ups give them. I can't remember if it's 15% or 10%, but
did he get the town center? Oh,
and the Chimera here as well.
So
villages
close,
on this,
but he doesn't have Shelty. There's not an army to really keep it down, though. It was at 29. It was like 40 HP away from being built.
Yeah. And the Chimera going after the villages as well. It's going to be close. Looks like the Hero Mamilla are enough to take the Chimera down. One villager does get picked off. Just going to slow this just a little bit. This army gets cleaned up. Didn't see what happened with the villagers. Looks like he just pulled them back. So Shelty's still got a good amount of villagers here.
Shelty, I think that town center up top is partially damaged already.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. He might be able to take it down.
Yeah, this army is plenty enough to take this down. And this is exactly what he needs to do here. Send the villagers in as well. Kind of all in this town center with the Heliopoli. Use the heavy Toxotes to pick off these citizens that might be able to pick off the Heliopoli or Heliopolis. And sort of just give this to Kimo. Going 3 town centers to 3 town centers. It's probably enough here to...
he might Vortex.
Oh, yeah, he probably will. Yeah, it's up. It's up. Does he have the units, though? He's got, sort of.
He does.
Sort of. He's at 160. He needs to get this town center up first before he leaves, though.
I think by now he can Vortex and get the town center up.
Now there's the Vortex. He'll clean this all up. These villagers will all die. But that is the final Vortex. Shelty now moving in on this location. Very close to going up. The Chimera is in here as well to pick off these villagers. And he stops it yet again. Really nice play there by Shelty to make sure that stops. Nice play by Kimo to keep his town center alive up the top of the map, though.
Shelty's just losing a lot of vills, though. I think he's going to just fall way behind in economy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's only 112 pop. Yeah. Oh, one bill almost dead.
Yeah, we get one. Yes, keeps the town center down. Living the dream.
But Shelty's almost out of gold up there.
Yeah, that's no trade either.
Here comes the Red Army. Now they can't zip around the map, so it's the slow walk down.
Doesn't even matter though. What can Shelty do to defend against this and keep this town center? Those Chimera here, there's 3 of them. He needs to send those forward and hit some villager kills here. Yeah. Like these don't have any crush damage. They're one of the few myth units which are really useless against military buildings. So don't use them on military buildings. Send them for raids.
Well, that Red Army just ran past all those bills.
He doesn't even care. He's just like, I'm killing this town center. Watch me kill this town center. You can't. He could
actually maybe
well, now the units are going to the gold mine.
No, there's. If he had a few Hippocon up there, because this Fire Siphon are almost dead.
Oh, but the Arcus killing the storehouse instead of the villagers. That's standard practice. That's the meta, I guess.
Yes. Well, if they kill the storehouse, they can't drop off resources. Now can they?
Exactly.
They are too, aren't they? Oh. That actually saves that lets that town center stay up.
Yeah,
those Arcus.
Sure. And meanwhile, Shelty's kept this town center down still somehow. He could even build a Juggernaut out and clear this forward location up. But it's not a town center, so not worth, obviously.
He could. It would. I mean, it would definitely be worth. I know you're just jesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be. That's palaces. I mean, Shelty's.
What's the trade?
He's sticking around.
The trader's what, 700 resources for naval auxiliaries plus, I don't know, 400 for the siege, for the juggernauts, and you're ready to go. Oh, the Nereid raids though. Kimo's had enough of this. Yeah, Kimo's just having fun now.
There he is. Oh man. Did he? What's that HP on the town center up on the top for Kimo's?
No,
Did you repair it up?
Yeah, still nearly full.
Okay.
And we're seeing the town center coming just up again, and Shelty comes in to try and stop it.
He doesn't have the army though.
Oh, the Argo's out, guys!
The Argo! Oh man, this will get the people going. The Argo, look at it!
Look at that!
Oh man, it's just mowing down.
Look at that damage. That's disgusting.
The best unit in the game. Man. Oh, villager down. Second down? No. Oh man, the Argo. Oh, what's going on up top? What's going on up top?
Oh, the Polyphemus does have a little bit of crush damage, so he's going to be able to take this town center down. We see some military barracks coming up. Citizen chilling here. Just about to hit repair.
Attack the citizen.
Toxo ID's here to kill off the obvious citizen that's here, and utilizing that would be standard practice. But there's a lot of things going on the map, so you can't blame Shelty.
There are.
And now we do see.
Oh yes, the villagers coming in. I was gonna wonder if he was gonna do that. But we'll get the town center down, and that will equal up.
This is huge. This is absolutely huge.
Shelty has no economy though. That's all his gold bills.
Yeah, and Kimo looks like he's going for a Titan Gate here. There's the town center. Still not up. Somehow still not up. Does he have the...
Shelty can't even buy it. You can't even build it.
Can't even build it.
He's got nothing.
Oh, no.
They're like, we're carrying all this gold. Can we just drop it in for the town center? So now they got all run back.
Oh, that's funny. No. Kimo gets his third back.
Yeah.
And Kimo's actually almost out of gold as well, but he's got a trade route.
He's got a trade route, yeah. Kimo's healthy.
He's getting 69 gold a trip, 69 Lamau, 420 blaze it.
Oh, the roast. The roast on the Vills, killed 3.
Still doing good things. Oh, now we have engineers through for Kimo though. This Fire Siphon starts being scary.
What do the armory upgrades look like?
Bronze, weapons, copper, everything
Nothing.
else.
Ooh. Okay,
copper, bronze, shields, copper mail.
Don't know why you wouldn't get an attack by now, but that's okay.
Well, you just want to make your units stay alive for longer because you have no resources to build them.
I guess, yeah. No, Shelty, I mean, I'd love to see him do something here. The problem, I think, is he's just still so economically behind. Like, he can't even grab the town center and build it yet. And, oh, man, those economy upgrades.
Oof! That tells the whole story here. And you look at Kimo, and you know he's got everything. You know he's got everything.
He does. He does. And the question...
This town center might not even go up. This might not even go up with these units over here. There's nothing left up here. The town center's trying to go up, and Kimo has to realize that he needs to move over and stop this. But we'll keep an eye on it.
Keep an eye. But Shelty still has no gold.
No, but it doesn't even matter. His units don't die because of all those upgrades he's got.
He hasn't checked that town center yet.
It's getting close, and he gets it up.
It's going up. Oh, right next to it.
Big play for Shelty. Kimo still can just go Titan here, though. Like, oh, actually, he doesn't have any resources anymore. He's got no resource. I thought he had, like...
If Shelty can manage to, like, delay this for another, like, 6 minutes.
Well, Shelty's got these 2 gold mines left, which is 6,000 gold. He needs a trade route. He hasn't started it.
And he needs an army up there.
And he's about to lose all of his gold.
Well, there's not a lot of HP in that army there. if he turns and fights. I mean, the Arcus have low
They have low
HP.
HP, yeah. Kill off the Fanatics first.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to lose a lot of vills, but he should.
He just
I mean, if he
rebuild them.
micros his vills better,
Nope.
which, well.
Yeah, if he micros at all, he probably would have been fine here. Hippolyta comes in to help out, saving the day.
Just lead the troops.
And we
Get
see
them
the
sorted out.
palace over here getting denied.
It doesn't get up again. This game is just kind of meandering along.
Kimo's got like, sorry, Shelty's got like no villages, but he's still got an army. That's the big thing here.
And he's beside, so every time a building gets destroyed, here come these little dudes with the hats.
Yeah, and these units, they get all the upgrades that a hoplite gets. They are 7/8? Is that accurate of a hoplite?
Yeah, pretty close, yeah.
Yeah.
Here come more. Just destroy these buildings. At this point, the 75 wood or whatever it is isn't worth it. Shelty needs to manage his Toxotes, though. They needed to target the Fanatics instead of the Arcus.
Yeah. Fanatics are tough units. Oh, and there's... Why do they look like they're champion? They're heavy. Look at them. They look like they're champion Fanatics. They're gold. Shouldn't they be
they
silver?
don't look like they're champion.
Rude. I haven't seen this game enough. I don't know what units look like.
What are those units on the right? There's a few blue units all the way on the right.
Ooh.
One unit. Okay, well, it's dead now, but that was interesting.
Strong raid. But Shelty can actually do sort of what he did on this town center now on this town center. He can kind of fortress here, Heliopolis push through this, and then almost trade this spot, utilizing the militia to defend.
Shelty doesn't. Yeah, he does not have the food to make a trade route.
No, well, look at this. It's 8 farms.
Yeah.
He has 8 farms. Well, he's got all these fishing ships. Tell a lie. Make the narrate again. Oh no, he's had the Argos.
There's the Argo.
What's up, guys? What's going on?
Shelty made a couple new docks. He actually just made those fishing boats.
Yeah, that's smart. Get that going. It's a lot of income. Even if it's not as good as like a flood control farm, it's better than no farms.
Get a good splash. No.
Oh, he did it. Oof! That's what you like to see there. Look at that.
Man, look at him. I like it.
Chimera. What do you do against him?
Shelty's gonna defend, but he just needs to. He just doesn't have time yet to get his economy.
Yeah, and while all of this fighting is going on, the gold mines will expire. And Shelty needs to, like, he has a really nice trade route here. The market's already set up. He just needs to start building them.
Yeah, but you see, his town center is idle. He can't even afford a villager right now.
Yeah. How many fishing ships did he make? He's got 9.
Does he have the upgrades?
Yeah, he's got Sultan Flora. They're getting 50 food. But he could fish up all of this here. He's got all the wood in the bank, and then he just needs to do something.
There's only one fire siphon too.
Yeah, but look at the militia. 13 militia here.
Yeah, like there's not enough siege. And good point, Sigma. I think Kimo has way too much trade.
Oh, he's on 3 town centers. I thought he was on 4 town centers still. Yeah, too much trade. He's gonna have a lot of resources in the bank.
Ooh. Yeah, he has resources but no economy. So what Kimo has to do is what he's just trying to do now is spam out the buildings, and that'll be his army. Yeah,
I was gonna say it's probably a little bit easier to put the towers back here and then time shift them in. It's a little bit more resources, but it's safer.
The Chimera raiding. That's why Shelty isn't winning this fight.
Yeah, and we see that Heliopolis push that I was talking about coming into this location. Picks off 2 villages there. He doesn't need to win this fight. He needs to just hold and push through the middle base here if he can.
You need the Chimera though to hold down there.
Yeah.
But at this point, I don't think the Chimera raids get you much.
No, because well, Kimo's trade route is disgustingly
Right.
big.
And
In fact, you're actually giving Kimo more population to play with.
Yeah, because the Chimera can't use their special in caravans. So at this point, I don't think the raid is worth it.
No, well, it's only 20 hack damage a second on these, so it's not. It just takes too long to kill them.
And then because he lost, if they would have been on that fight down there, those watchtowers wouldn't be up. And now it's getting to the point where Kimo can just hide the siphons underneath the watchtowers.
Yeah, he can even just throw up a wall here as well. Use the military academy as a bit of a choke point, force Shelty to lead it.
If that goes down, I don't.
Yeah. Without this, yeah, there's Shelty tapping out. GG, what a game though.
GG, it was fun. That was a fun game.
People say Mediterranean is a boring map. Look at this base trades going for each other's opposite town centers. Kimo Shelty like completely throwing the early game somehow on the water.
He should have won this game in like he being Shelty should have won this game in like 15 minutes.
Yeah. The villager push was sick, and then he just needed to do it again over on this side. It would have been done.
Well, I mean, even before that, if the water fight, Shelty got.
Oh yeah, he got outmaneuvered like crazy.
Yeah, because he should have won water with the way it went, and the lack of aggression from Kimo on land gave Shelty the ability to go aggression, and he had Kimo idle, a lot of villagers idle. He had all the boats idle in the docks, and then just took a bunch of bad water fights and lost the water.
Yeah. If we check this out, I wouldn't be surprised to see more civilian units for red than for blue. Oh, it's so close. It's so close. That's funny.
Oh.
And obviously, this tells the entire story of the game here.
Shoot, that's actually closer than I thought it would be for economy.
Yeah, right here I thought it would have been further for Kimo.
Yeah, that's closer than I thought it would be.
But yeah, Shelty had to like put so many resources into or so many villages into favor to make those Chimera.
Yeah,
so.
Chimera are expensive.
Anyways,
that was a
GG.
fun one, though.
Yeah, should we?
That was a fun one.
Yeah, let's go on to game number 3. Why not?
3. Yeah.